We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Well, straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Dak going to start out going to the air. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 63 yards. And the Cowboys need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Now Samuel. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
He completes it to Snead. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Prescott off play action. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Back deep, Daz Newsome.
This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
He's got it to the 43 here. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
That's the type of impact play you expect from McCaffrey, the comeback player of the year runner-up in 2022. Despite a midseason trade, put up almost 1,900 all-purpose yards and also made his second Pro Bowl.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
From the 24 now, here's a second down and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 35, here's second down and 7. Purdy looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. And even 20 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Prescott on first down. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He may go. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He got 29 yards that time.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Purdy.
That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Caught by Snead over the middle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now Purdy.
He's got it. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here's the option.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point try now for Moody.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Good move at the 30.
Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 20. 118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Open man is Samuel, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Second down at 5. Purdy now to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Second down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 59 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, Purdy. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
134 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. McCaffrey on the toss right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Give them 2 yards. That sets them up 1st and goal.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Now Moody for the PAT.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy.
Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
Ooh, the juke. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
throwing here. Purdy throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Prescott from the gun.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And that'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the 1st. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
A Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. On third down, it's Pollard. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Purdy and the Niners down 31-28. A minute 4 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Purdy to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Finding Samuel, and he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards. They will tie this game here in the final seconds.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late, and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First throw of overtime for Purdy.
And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Purdy off the play fake.
And that is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And out now come the Cowboys.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Javon Hargrave, the former Eagle, there on the stop.
Run plays like that, those big D tackles love them. That's when they eat.
Especially when they're the defensive tackles that we're watching right now that dictate things on the line of scrimmage. They can't move them the way that they want to. They're just standing up, whipping the offensive linemen and making plays.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a